Do you know the number one food you should avoid, especially during this cold and flu season? Hi, I'm Bernice Hunt, and I am a brain health specialist. I work with women just like you who are noticing some memory challenges, and I help you to stay sharp so that as you age, you can still travel, have fun with your grandkids, and experience new and exciting adventures without missing a beat. Now, as a wellness professional, I know that most people have a love and hate relationship with sugar. They love how it tastes in their dishes, but they hate the calories that come with it. And I get it. Sugar is so addicting. But we've got to talk about it. Especially in these times. Did you catch my video on sugar? Did a few days ago. I did a video on sugar. If you missed it, no worries. Go to my Facebook page, Keep Your Brain Sharp, and it's on there, and so you can take a look at it there. But today I wanted to spend a little more time emphasizing the importance of monitoring your sugar intake, especially when viruses are flourishing and running all around. So very, very, very important for your immune system and for your brain. What's good for your immune system typically is going to also be good for your brain, but neither one are going to be on point unless you learn how to handle your sugar intake, because sugar suppresses your immune system. You know, just like your white blood cells, I think of little Pac-Man running around. You know those Pac-Man machines? I know it's dating me a little bit, but Pac-Man, those little yellow crunchy things that would go around here eating up everything. That's what your white blood cells are doing to bacteria when they come and invade your body. But they get hindered when you're eating a lot of sugar. Excess sugar does not allow them to work their best. And so you don't want to eat a lot of sugar. They're saying now it's about 6 teaspoons a day is probably going to be your goal. Okay, and a teaspoon is like 4 grams. So let's just say 25 grams of sugar a day. Somewhere around there is going to be your goal. And a lot of us do at least 3 times that much a day. So you got to really, get that under control. Get that under control, or your immune system is going to be suppressed. And you know, they're saying that when you're eating the excess sugar, your immune system can stay suppressed, not malfunctioning, but low functioning for like 5 hours. And so whatever you're exposed to in that length of time, it's not good. It's like your immune system is fighting off those viruses and that bacteria and all those invaders with one hand tied behind its back. Now, it can fight with that one hand. It can do what it can do. I'm not going to say it's going to lose, but wouldn't you like it better? And wouldn't you think your chances are greatly increased if you can do that 1-2 thing? And that's what you want your immune system doing. You want it to be at its peak performance, and it can't be that way if you are taking in a lot of sugar. And I know. It's easier said than done. Avoiding sugar is not an easy thing. It has to be a conscious thing, an intentional thing, because guess what? Sugar is everywhere. It's in just about everything. You have to be really careful that you're not ingesting sugar, because it's been being put in so many things. And especially our children, because our children have even a worse time if they're eating a lot of sugar, because their immune systems are still developing. They're not as efficient. They're still trying to get it together. And when you put that sugar on top of that, it dampens what they're already struggling to do. So it's even worse with children. So you need to watch that as well. Okay. So one thing I want you to know, because sugar is everywhere, they camouflage it to this can be another name. You read the back of those labels and you're reading something. It's like you're reading a legal document or something because you're reading it, but you have no idea what it's talking about. Why can't they just say sugar? So you have to be privy to that as well. So look at those labels, and if they have sugar mentioned a couple of times, which a lot of times they do, that's because you need to add that stuff up. That's how much sugar you're actually getting. And you know what? Sugar is sugar. Doesn't matter if it's refined, if it's processed, if it's added in, if it's natural. Don't get fooled by natural. Now, natural, relatively speaking, is better than the refined and all of that because it doesn't have everything processed out of it. But the natural just means that there's a few extra things put in there that are good for you. Or I should say put in there, I should say that are not taken out, that are still in there, like the fiber and minerals and things like that. But it's like saying, like, if you're going to smoke a cigarette, okay? So you're smoking the nicotine, which is not bad for you. Oh, well, I'll just dip this cigarette in some turmeric because I know turmeric is good for me. So I'll smoke this cigarette that's laced with turmeric. Well, no. I mean, the turmeric part is good for you, but you still don't want the nicotine. That's kind of like sugar, like natural sugar. You really don't want the excess sugar, period, regardless of where it's coming from. But if you're going to have your sugar, I would go with pick a natural version so you at least get a little something with the sugar that you decided you're going to get. With those empty calories, you get a little something added in, okay? So that's how that goes. But still, you need to limit it because sugar is sugar. The other thing we need to talk about is liquid sugar. A lot of people say, oh, I don't like cakes. I don't like to eat donuts. I know whatever. But they be having those slurpy things all day long. Or they have a gallon of apple juice every day. Or they have their sweetened tea. When I was little, that's the only kind of tea I knew that there was sweetened tea. When people started saying, I'll have sweet tea, I'm thinking, what other kind of tea is there? Unsweetened tea. But I didn't grow up like that. So I thought all tea, naturally, you put sugar in tea, period. But you don't have to put the sugar in the tea, okay? Also, and then with the smoothies, be careful with those smoothies. Some of those smoothies can truly be liquid candy. So you want to watch out with those kind of things and your juices and all that. And even for kids, formulas, the commercial formulas, the baby's milk, read those labels because they can be laced with sugar as well. So you have to be really careful of that. And sports drinks, don't get me going. Sports drinks and energy drinks, all that kind of stuff. You need to watch that stuff because it has added sugar in there that adds up. Okay? And then the other thing I want to talk about, it hurts my little heart to say this, but dried fruit. I love me some dried cranberries. I put them in everything. Okay? Tell the truth and shame the devil, but I'm trying. Okay, I don't put a lot, but anyway, I do have a weakness with that, but I'm working on it. But still, you need to watch that dried fruit and those granola bars, all the dried fruit and all the honey and stuff, all that stuff in there that sounds natural. Well, it is natural, but it's still sugar. And dried fruit is like eating, teaspoons of sugar. There's so much sugar in there. You want to be really careful with all of those things. So do yourself a favor. Do your body good. Limit your sugar, especially with COVID going around. You want to be as strong as you can, and you want your brain, if you are unfortunate enough to contract COVID, you want your brain to be in as good a shape as it can be. And what sugar, the bad things that sugar does is basically for your whole body, but it affects your immune system and definitely decays your brain, shrinks your brain. You do not want excess sugar in your life, especially now. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. What I want you to do, though, is if you would like to see the list of names I have for sugars, all the different names, and also all the misleading things they can put on labels and things that you want to know about, you can find that on my Facebook page, Keep Your Brain Sharp. It's in the guide section. If you don't find it posted right away, look on the little more button and go to the guides, and it's in the section that's talking about charts and lists. You'll find that in there. And are you following me on my Facebook page? I hope so, because you're gonna get a lot of good things, and my videos are there, and I'm putting more things on there every day. So just hit that or click that like or that follow button so you can get that. And I don't know if you know it or not, but I am now on YouTube. Woohoo! I'm on YouTube, guys. So there you can find me as well. Go find me on Keep Your Brain Sharp. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Cool. All right, because you know what? Your brain's destiny is in your hands.